as a disclaimer, don't go to Jamaica if you're of the same-sex couple.
This must be a conspiracy to sabotage Jamaica's tourist economy.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to my YouTube channel once again. My name is Dash Lifestyle. Kindly for watching me for the first time, remember to subscribe, like, share, and also comment. To my returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back and watching my video. Thank you so much for the love and support. So in today's video, I want us to watch and to listen to this video from one of our LGBTQ members from London. They decided to come to Jamaica for a vacation, but they said this about Jamaica, but majority of Jamaicans, they were not happy. They decided to come out and send backlash to these LGBTQ members from London. So kindly guys, watch this video till the end, then I'll be back with more comment.
Recently just had our 1-year anniversary trip to Jamaica, and as a disclaimer, don't go to Jamaica if you're of the same-sex couple. Now, to give a bit of background, we are black gay men currently living in London. We got married last year and we decided that for our honeymoon, we did not want to go anywhere too expensive because we spent a lot on the wedding. So we have been saving and looking forward to this big, extravagant 1-year anniversary trip. And I feel so sad that we made a decision that was meant to be so beautiful, but turned into something that I would say that I wouldn't wish on anybody. We love traveling to African and Caribbean countries because we as African men have been raised in an African household with black parents, and we never had the sort of opportunity to travel to those countries growing up for holidays. So now we have the money, we travel to Western countries, but we like to get rooted and grounded in culture, traditions, experiencing new things.
Yeah, we definitely want to travel to these countries to understand like what are the misconceptions versus what's the reality. Like, have you ever been to a country and you realize that like a lot of the assumptions you had about the country are completely different to what you experience? And I think that's part of traveling, learning about yourself, learning about other cultures. And we're not saying that we went to Jamaica with this idea that it was going to be super tolerant. That's not what we were expecting, but I think what we actually experienced isn't what we're expecting at the same time. I guess some of the highlights for us were around the food. The food was incredible. Like trying jerk for the first time. I say it's the first time with Boston jerk. That was amazing.
Jerk lobster.
Yes, jerk lobster. The natural beauty is incredible. Like the lush greens, the beaches, the scenery is amazing. Also the music, like everywhere you go, just hearing reggae music, like that is incredible. I actually was surprised how much we heard Bob Marley. I knew he was a legend, but I didn't expect him so much on our trip. And that made me fall in love with him again, as well as going to see his house for the first time. Like that was incredible. I think there were definitely all of the highlights. There were two main lowlights from our trip. One is the feeling of safety. Like, we've spoken about PDA in our previous videos where we've been to countries where, of course, we can't display the fact that we can't publicly display affection for each other because, of course, it's frowned upon in those countries. PDA, we didn't express any PDA really, other than I think I fed Tosin some like jerk lobster in one of the restaurants. But other than that, we were very like hyper aware of the fact that we couldn't express ourselves from a PDA perspective. It wasn't even that, it was the hyper masculine energy that we had to carry ourselves around with, because we were in the streets and we were called homophobic slurs, and we called one of our friends who's Jamaican from the UK, and we said, is it what we're wearing? And we were looking around and the girls were dressing cunty as hell. Like, they were dressing cunty, like string bears. So it wasn't how we were dressing, but he told us that was actually how we presented ourselves. Like this we had to present ourselves with this hyper masculine, almost aggressive energy when we walked around in the streets. And for someone who hasn't grown up in Jamaica, and for someone who's actually, for a couple who's actually tried to actively unlearn how to carry ourselves around that way, it was very difficult for us to like slip into that character. But we had to try our best, because if not, like when we walked around, like the looks, the stares that we were getting, this feeling of not being welcome was like very clear, to the point that our driver on the last day actually told us that he was essentially protecting us the whole time that we were there because people didn't want to drive us around because we were queer. On the second point, hospitality. The hospitality was not it, like not it at all. Shout out to AC Hotel though, Marriott. The hospitality there was really good. G-Jam was 50-50 depending on who you got, but generally when we stepped out, the hospitality was not good. And when it was, we were pleasantly surprised.
We never stayed outside past 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Every night we got back to the hotel, had dinner at the hotel. Even if we got food takeaway on the date in the daytime, we'll come back to the hotel. The only place we felt safe was in tourist spaces, like places that were popular, places that, and it's for us that was very unusual because we like to explore the hidden gems, be at one with the locals. We experienced that in Ghana, we experienced that in Kenya, but this was different. I know we're saying all of this, but some of you might still be tempted to want to go to Jamaica and you're LGBTQIA+. So what we'll do is we'll do a vlog, give you an itinerary of every single thing we did while we're out there, give you a breakdown of what our experience was, and give you a breakdown of areas and things you should be mindful of and be aware of. And then that way you can make the conscious decision.
Make your own decision,
Which is something we wished we had seen or heard about before we booked this trip. It's such a shame because this was our first year anniversary and we made the sacrifice of not having a big honeymoon and waited a whole year for this moment, and it's sad. We hope that we can get to travel again this year and explore something new, experience something new that can make up for that, but it is what it is. You live and you learn, and it's not somewhere we'll be going to anytime soon.
Yeah. So tell us about your experience as well in the comments if you're LGBTQIA+ and have traveled to Jamaica, or if there are like other Caribbean or African countries that you would recommend for travel. Like share your travel tips in the comments and like look out for our.
As a disclaimer, don't go to Jamaica if you're of the same sex couple.
This must be a conspiracy to sabotage Jamaica's tourist economy. Yeah, this must be a conspiracy to sabotage the Jamaican tourist economy. For real. Because nothing in this world can tell me that these men did not know anything about Jamaica before they visited Jamaica. Nothing in this world can tell me that these black men did not know anything about Jamaica before they visited Jamaica. From blood-clad England. This must be a conspiracy to sabotage the Jamaican tourist economy. And the question is, who are you guys working for? See? Who are you guys working for? Because guess what? Them always send the black ones. Them always send the blood-clad black ones. See? To our black country to come back and spread fuckery. No, sir. You black guys living in England would have to be living under a blood-clad rock to not know anything about Jamaica before going to Jamaica. Yo, now let me tell you something about your wonderful England. See, your lovely people from England. A few centuries ago, they invented a law called the Buggery Act. The Buggery Act was punishable by death. You see me? The Buggery Act was punishable by death. Meaning, if they catch anyone practicing the lifestyle that you guys are practicing now, their punishment was death. And guess what? They killed a lot of people in England for that shit. You see me I say? No, as you know, it was the English who colonized Jamaica, and they left that boogery law in the Jamaican law books. You see me? Now let me tell you what your British people, your wonderful English people used to do to my black people in Jamaica during slavery. Okay? On some plantations, if there was a slave that other slaves look up to as a leader, your British people, the slave masters, would get that slave, tie him up to a tree stump and bend him over in public and R.A.P.E. him in front of everybody. You see me? To show dominance, to keep him in line and to break his spirit, and also to warn other slaves. See? Warn other slaves of what would happen if and when they got out of line. You see me? And that would make other slaves stop looking up to that slave. Sometimes, guess what that slave would do? Run away. That's what some of them did. Run away and killed themselves. Yes, your slave masters, your British people, would perform boogery. On the slaves. So they did not only rape the women, they performed boogery on the men. You see me? So, if we as Jamaicans cannot get over that for centuries or years now, you can't blame us. Blame your British people for that. And just leave us the fuck alone. That me I talk about. You see me?
So guys, I hope you have watched and listened to that video from these members of LGBTQ from London. They decided to have their vacation in Jamaica, but the things that they have said in Jamaica, it is they have said a majority of the good things about Jamaica, but they have just go wrong saying that how they were being treated as a LGBTQ in Jamaica. Because we all know that Jamaica, they are not supporting LGBTQ. That this is one of the things that these LGBTQ members, they need to know. Jamaicans, they have their culture. The Jamaicans, they have their moral culture. They are not supporting men to men. This thing, it is so embarrassing. And also, the Jamaicans, they behave according to how they know about their law. So you cannot expect Jamaicans to praise you for doing this thing in public. No, this is bad thing to Jamaica. Before going to Jamaica, you need to learn about their culture. You need to know these people, are these people supporting LGBTQ? Are these people against LGBTQ? So for you to go there, you need to learn their history. You need to learn their culture. You need to know who these people they are, because Jamaicans, they are not tolerating this type of nonsense. This is nonsense. I can tell you that I know in this channel we might be having a LGBTQ member, and I don't want to talk bad about them, because also they have their feeling. For me, what I can tell them, that for you to go in Jamaica, you need to know their culture, you need to know their how these people they are, if they are supporting LGBTQ or they are against LGBTQ. So for you coming out and say this about Jamaica, it is not a good thing, and that's why one of our Jamaican man, he has come out and reply to this London LGBTQ member. And also for me, I think also these people, they are now sabotaging Jamaica. These people, they want Jamaicans in terms of tourists to go down, because we know Jamaica is one of the countries in the Caribbean which majority of the people, they usually go to Jamaica, they usually travel to Jamaica. Tarnishing Jamaica name that they are not tarnishing Jamaica name in the sector of tourism, it is like killing this country, because this country, they are depending so much in the tourists. Jamaica attracts a lot of tourists, so don't just fight Jamaica. And also guys, I think this is for I think these people, they are now being sent, because the other day we saw one of a Black American also, she came to Jamaica and said that Jamaican food, it is very disgusting. So for me, I think now Jamaica, it is now being targeted by this other country, and these people, they are using our fellow Black people, because we cannot expect this word from our fellow Black people. No, this is to kill our Black country. This is to bring fight amongst us Black people, because these people, they are Black people who they are saying this about Jamaica, how they are being treated. They are saying Jamaicans, it is not welcoming for the LGBTQ member. So this is one of to tarnish Jamaicans name. And also Jamaica, it is good, they are accept all tourism, but if you are coming to Jamaica, just have a good manners. Even if you are one of the LGBTQ member, you need to have a good manners. You cannot show your affection of the LGBT towards your fellow men in public. So this is one of the things that Jamaicans, they don't love it, and that's why they were excluding these LGBTQ members from London in their country. You can see in some places they were being the drivers. He was, I don't want to drive these people, they have bad manners. So it is because of how this LGBTQ, it is being taken in Jamaica. These Jamaicans, they are not accepting this LGBTQ, and that's why they were against it. So kindly guys, this is a lesson to those tourists who are coming to Jamaica. Before going to Jamaica, you need to do your proper research, because I believe if you are going to Jamaica, first thing you need to know, but that Jamaica is that island which you will experience a noise. There is noise in Jamaica because of the music, reggae music. It is come from Jamaica. You will find people dancing on the street, singing on the street. So that it is one of their culture. They love singing, they love dancing, they love showing their culture publicly. So these are the research that you need to know before going to Jamaica. Are these people are supporting this relationship, men to men, women to women? No. So kindly guys, do your proper research. Don't go to Jamaica and start saying bad things about Jamaica. Also, the one who said Jamaican food, it is bad, also she got a lot of backlash until she decided to come out and apologize. So this is tell you that don't be used against Jamaica. Our fellow Black people, don't say things about our Black countries, not only Jamaica. We have a lot of Black people who they don't love their Black country. Why are you hating your Black country and yet you came from that country? Because I believe all Black people, we are originated from here in Africa. Africa, it is the motherland of all Black people. And also I can probably say African, it is the roots of all, whether white or Black, all of them, they came from Africa. Bible started in Africa. The stories in the Bible, it is all happening in Africa. So Africa, it is the roots of all people. So kindly guys, I don't want to talk too much. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, share, and also comment. I need to see these two gentlemen, what can I say, gentlemen, or I don't know the language, these two LGBTQ members to come out and apologize to Jamaica. So kindly guys, thank you so much. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video, share, and comment.